Welcome to our shop. I'm the Airsoft GuRu. This week we're going to focus on reviews and give you a little preview of what you may expect in future episodes. This episode we're going to be reviewing the 1911 MEU by WeTech. Great gun, great price. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to put it through the whole ringer and show you everything about it that we can. And hopefully we show you some quality product. Now overall this 1911 is really well made. Now when we got it we were pleasantly surprised to see that it came in a really nice box. Most commonly we 1911s come in a plain brown box. This one, they put a nice pattern on it. Gives some quality, so let's go ahead and open it up, see what we got here. Now, pull the gun out. There is a magazine already preloaded, and another one ready in the gun. So, overall, aesthetically, the gun is great. It's got some really beautiful detail to it. It's got all the nice grooving as at the real 1911. Also the adjustable sights, which I'm not sure if you can see too well, but I'll try and get a focus on that later. The gun has ambidextrous thumb safety as well as the grip safety, and it's also got the nice trimmed down lightweight MEU trigger. Now we went ahead and we've done a teardown on this, so I'm going to do it for you right now as well. So first you pop this slide lock pin out, and there you go. You're all set to go. Now, that's one thing that bothered me right there. This little pin. If you're not careful, it will go flying across the room, and then you got to find another part. Fortunately, the manual does come with the gun. It says it's part number 35, which is really good to know. Then you know when to call the place you bought it, what to look for. Now, there's one more thing. Now, typically, WE is really good about their product and quality control. There was one thing that bothered me about this piece, and that's this outer barrel. Apparently they didn't glue it, so when I was firing it popped right off. It's not that it's going to hurt the functionality of the gun, it's just aesthetically that's kind of annoying. You fire a gun and the barrel comes shooting out, you know, leaving you with this brass barrel. Now it holds the brass barrel in place by the rest of the gun, so it's not like the brass barrel is going to rattle around. It just won't look as nice when you pull the trigger and the slide functions. But we fix that. We're going to put a little bit of Loctite on here. Press it back on, and you'd never know the difference. So the teardown is relatively easy, which makes this a really good gun to be able to keep up on your cleaning and maintenance of the gun. But all in all, attention to detail is great. It's got a really nice slide function. We plan on polishing these slide rails out just to make it easier for the slide moving back and forth. But all in all, the gun's in great shape out of the box. Let's go ahead and put this thing back together so we can put a couple rounds through it and give you an idea how it looks when it's functioning. And just like with most 1911s, teardown is really simple, really easy, and it's functional. So let's go ahead and load up a couple magazines, and we'll put some BBs through the target. Now during the load up of these magazines, we noticed something really interesting. Unlike most 1911 magazines, these MEU ones have these bottom bump plates, which make the fill nozzle deeper in the magazine. And we noticed this can of Best Tech or King Arms that we picked up at Airsplat doesn't quite hit the nozzle, so you can't fill it up right. So make sure you use a can of the HFC or Airsplat brand. Goes right in and loads perfectly. So make sure you get one. You either want to use a propane adapter or go ahead and use one of these cans of green gas from Airsplat. They work absolutely great. So now I'm going to show you how the gun functions. And first I'm going to show you this. You see this target. I'm going to show you the shooting I can do with this. Now just see here it load up. Rack the mag. Let's go from there. So the magazine does hold a low amount in the mag. So the gas didn't really fill up all the way, but we got two mags. let's go ahead and swap out the magazine and see what the other one does. And I don't know if you could see it, but the inner barrel just flew, or the outer barrel just flew out again. And it didn't stop the functionality of it. So let's go ahead and get this back on the bench so we can show you what happened. Now right now I simply have this magazine loaded with nothing but green gas. Just so you can see that, you can take a look at the magazine. There's no BBs in it. And I'm just going to hold the slide lock down so you can see how the gun functions. As you see, the slide lock locked back. So we're going to hold it there. Now what happened when you saw when I was firing into the target, the outer barrel came flying out. I'll show you what that looks like when it happens. See that? Just pops right out. But the gun is still functional afterwards. Just to see the brass barrel. So in all honesty, it's just a matter of preference of what it looks like. Because, I mean, I don't know about you. It doesn't bother me how that looks. But I would like the opportunity to put a silencer on it or something. Now while I have it in this position, I want to go ahead and show you the sights. You see how it's the white dots? So it gives some really nice look and some great functionality. I'm bringing a close-up of the gun so you can see a little bit more of the detail work. See the WE logo. So they've done a really good job making this gun. I just want to make sure you see all the components of the gun so you get a better look of it. Again, very well made gun, very sturdy. Just one minor issue with it. Now, all in all, I'm probably going to go ahead and give this gun a 4 out of 5 stars. Great value. We picked it up over at Airsoft for about $100. And you can't beat that. For a 1911 full metal, comes with 2 magazines, well worth the price. The only reason I knocked down a full star is A, that outer barrel. That's kind of bothersome. B, is that the guide rod. The fact that that can go flying across the room kind of bugs me. Overall, it's a great gun, well worth the price. I wouldn't make any changes of purchasing it. Now, while we have you out here, we want to go ahead and preview one of our projects that we're working on. This is a KJW 1911 that we're working on. Just to give you an idea, it's a fully polished 1911. This was the original 1911 A1. So it was a basic 1911 model, no flare to it. We went ahead and at this point we stripped all the paint down to the bare metal frame and we polished it out. Now there's still some more work needs to be done, some more polishing. We've also gone ahead and modified, put some WE MEU grips on it. Gives it a nicer look, I think. Other than that, the gun functions really well. We upgraded the inner nozzle. We took the KJW one out. KJW nozzles tend to be red and they're not as great on the seal. We threw a WE nozzle in there. They tend to give better kick on the gun and better functionality. Magazine still holds 22 rounds, and we can get close to 18 rounds out of it. The magazine does have a small capacity as far as the gas is concerned, because it is a double stack magazine. I don't know if you can see that, but when we first got it, it only fired about 11 rounds. The way we have it set up now, it'll put out about 18, which is great. So we'll get further in detail on this gun later, but I just want to give you a quick preview of it. It's coming up. So I hope you enjoy. Again, the WE 1911 MEU, about 99 bucks over at airsplat.com. Really worthwhile. Just be sure to give it a once over before you buy it and before you modify it. You got to remember they do have a great warranty, but if you modify the gun, it's yours. So with that being said, just remember, airsoft is not a crime and always be safe.